is for a mature audience only.
It's time! It's time! It's
Triple threat!
Triple threat is in effect.
Suplex City, bitch, on the mothership.
Welcome to another episode of Triple Threat. I am Big Daddy.
I mean, Jesus, it's like if they changed the covering of the ding dong to like vanilla. I mean, come on, what the hell, man?
And the myth, the legend, the prank.
For every action, there's a reaction. And a Piker reaction is quite a fucking thing.
What could you say about G3 that hasn't already been said about Marty Jannetty?
My shoes cost more than your house.
Triple threat is in effect.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Triple Threat. I am Big Daddy, to my right, the California Kid.
Yo.
Alright, guys, it's going to be a 2-minute show for right now. Hopefully, the podcast can join us later on. Hope everybody's doing fine. And I would like to start by telling you that you can download this podcast on Streaker, Google Podcasts, Podcast Pocket, Apple, iTunes. You know, help us out. You know, tell a friend and download as many times as you can. All right, guys. Last week was two WWE pay-per-views, the NXT Takeover War Games and Survivor Series, and we're gonna go down all of them and some new news. Let's start off with the NXT Takeover War Games.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Again. They did it again.
Yeah. It took place at the Staples Center out in Los Angeles. The card opened up with Matt Riddle versus Cassius-Ohno. Pretty much a squash match.
Oh yeah, they did that in it was so quick. But I mean, I get what they were trying to do with it. And, the one knee and I just think if you're gonna do that, you have to establish that it can happen, which they had at times. But I mean, this is the KO King guy, and he gets KO'd. I'm like, really? You have to really establish that can happen. We've seen him get hit with things that, with hits much crazier than that. I'm like, okay. But still good storytelling. I mean, it was fine. Yeah.
I had to admit, I did like Matt Riddle's entrance where he came into the ring and flipped out the shoes. That was pretty cool.
That was good.
But very short match. Matt Riddle wins. I think it was like 5 seconds.
How quick was that? I didn't even get the time on that one. That had to be like, it felt like 5 seconds, somewhere around there.
Pretty much. Next match, 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Women's title. Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler.
It just gets better and better. I never get tired of watching these two. And Shayna Baszler is a gem, man. That's some talent right there. They're all good. I mean, wow, those two just make magic together. I've enjoyed every match they've wrestled. I've thoroughly enjoyed each one, and I never get tired of it. I hope they're not too hasty to try to bring them to the main roster. They should leave them there. They should have their little feud between the Horsewomen and Kairi's little army there. They could do that. I mean, they don't need to take that anywhere. Like I'll talk about the fact that I thought Lars Sullivan shouldn't have left either, but we'll get to that. But anyway, yeah, great match. I mean, again, another great match they had together. Really good dancing they're doing.
Yeah, the spot where Kairi reversed the move into a DDT on the on the outside apron. It was pretty cool.
That was good. Yeah, all that stuff was crazy.
Yeah, then you had Dakota Kai making her presence felt, and then Io Shirai doing the moonsault to the outside.
Beautiful stuff. I enjoyed her at Evolution. It's just beautiful stuff, man.
Yeah. Shayna took the first set, then Kari took the second set, and then with Io kind of interfering and Dakota interfering, still Shayna was able to reverse the elbow into cradle. She locked it and
she locked it in, and then was able to get that's able to put her away with that hold. Shayna Baszler, Queen of Spades, again, and then it's just the fact that Kari had done that elbow so many times. The fact that I think she had beat the horse too much, and then finally, and Dave just wrote where she got caught. So
yeah, she got caught and turned it into a pin to win. But like Kevin Kidd said, it was a pretty great match between these two. Hopefully, they do get to feud more, but from what I read, they're moving on to somebody else, which kind of saddens me. But I think it's because they said she got hurt or something.
I didn't hear
like
that.
She had like a hand injury or something like that.
It's possible. What she was doing, heck,
Yeah, but whether it's Shayna Baszler, next match is the Johnny Gargano and versus Aleister Black. Very good match.
That was a barn burner, man. That was the most riveting match I've seen in a while. And normally at these days still you have that one match that just that just gets you. This was the match for me. This was the one that got me going. You knew it was going to be fire, and they brought the fire and more. I mean, that was some action. That was the action. That's what does we spoke for. That's what Impact is. That's what Impact used to be about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think this is the best match Aleister Black has had since his feud with Velveteen Dream. Good back and forth between Gano and Black. I'm kind of digging the whole, Gano thinking that he's the hero storyline. Would you think it'd be bad if they did put DIY back together, even after all the crazy stuff that they did?
It would have to be the only way that would work for me is the threat would have to be worthy of them to come back. Like it would have to be a threat beyond anything that would, because you gotta think they're at a point now where like they've broken so much trust between each other to the point where if they did get back together, it would be something to where a dominant champion would have to something would have to happen. I don't know what it would be, but something serious would have to happen. Like somebody powerful would have to show up. A Samoa Joe level somebody would have to come in and start, or a faction would have to come in. Most likely a faction. It would take a faction. It would take a very dominant faction to get those two to come back together. Yeah. Very dominant. I emphasize very dominant. Bullet Club group or NWO would have to come in and make things terrible enough to where Johnny and him would team up again and take them down.
Yeah, but very good match. Them kicks were, just kill from both men.
Oh yeah.
But the winner is Aleister Black. Next match we go to is the NXT title match, the Velveteen Dream versus Tommaso Ciampa. Very good match.
That match went further than I thought it was going to go. It was amazing. That match went way further than I thought it was going to go. They took it to a level that really got me jumping. That was pretty awesome. That was a good fight. These main events just never come down. They always keep it up. It's amazing. Look how far Ciampa has come, man. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I do kind of like the crazy character and him calling the title Goldie and all that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, don't forget Goldie. You're thinking.
But good back and forth between Velveteen Dream and Ciampa. I did like the part where Ciampa smacked Martin Ronaldo in the face.
Yeah.
Because he was here when he was saying that he smacked him in the face and said, don't you talk about shit like that.
It was great because it came from out of nowhere. Like, I was sitting there. I remember when it happened, I was sitting there like, he hit Morrow. Or like, oh, he just hit Morrow. Like, why? It's like, yeah, that was like... he heard, wow, he just like hits Morrow. He threw something in his face. It's like, he just like, man, it came from out of nowhere.
Yeah. And then at the end, where Velveteen missed the elbow from the outside.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Then Ciampa put him back into the ring and did the DDT right on to the metal plate that connected the two rings to get the win.
I just hope Vince sees this and knows that between DIY, Johnny and Ciampa and also just like those are some of his best workers, man. I hope he knows that, or I know Triple H does, but Jesus,
Not after Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah.
After that Hellfire, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah, and hey, Pike's here with us this week. What's up, man?
Hey, y'all started?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about we're actually talking about NXT. So that was.
I know y'all up and down so far.
Yep.
Well, what y'all say?
Well, we're talking about the greatness of the main event.
Have y'all filming?
Yeah.
Hang
Hi,
on.
everybody. Good to hear from you. I'm that important on the show that you come in late.
Yeah.
This is a great job.
Yes. Get your thoughts about Matt Riddle and Cassius Ohno.
I get it. Like, let me just say, I don't know if y'all already, but I like Matt Riddle. Like, in the indie world, his character makes sense. But in terms of NXT, it's like, what exactly is he?
I don't know where he stands either right now.
Like, what is his vibe? Like, I get he's the king of the bros, but what exactly is he?
Isn't he an MMA fighter?
He was an MMA fighter like the good now, and you get what I'm saying? Like, what is that with his purpose? You know what I mean?
Well, I guess.
Besides making Cassius Ohno stupid,
Well, that ain't one to fight Brock Lesnar.
That I want to see, because if y'all ever get a chance to go on YouTube and see that great match Riddle had with Lee, it is so good.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, I think he is still a great fit for NXT,
Yeah.
I'm interested in things to do. I would be careful wrestling barefooted because, but other than that, so, so did y'all like it? Did y'all like it? What y'all think about it?
It was okay.
It was okay.
Just didn't understand the whole 5-second jobber match.
Yeah, because like we've seen Ono like take worse, so I'm just like, okay. But I mean the storytelling was there, but
Wasn't that like a last minute way? Matt Riddle doing that?
yeah, I don't think he was actually supposed to. I think they threw that in there. I think it was something that they just shoot in there. I don't know. They just wanted to give the kids some shine, I guess.
Yeah. Then we had the 2 out of 3 falls for the women's title.
Oh yeah, that was. And we were talking about how excellent that was.
Yeah. I I did not, because I thought Takeover was going to lose. Honestly, I did think that.
Yeah.
Not lose. I thought she was going to. No. Yeah, I thought she was going to lose, right? And I'm trying to say that because I'm thinking she's going to get called up soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But now it feels like Carly might get called up.
I just think I don't think like Kari, if they call up Kari, it should be for a purpose. Like, okay, and we'll get to this, of course, the match they're having at TLC. But if they call up Kari and she goes to SmackDown, then a certain person needs to win that women's championship match at the upcoming TLC. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're planning to do, but I don't think they should call up anybody right now. They have so much talent right now, but there's too much talent right now. There's like,
But yeah, it was a good match. I really don't think. I guess it's for heel reach, but I didn't really think she needed the other 4 horsewomen to help her.
no, and
I never she could have won that on her own, you know.
Oh yeah.
But good for Jessamine and Marina, or however you say their names. I mean, this is like this is really prospering, huh?
Pretty much.
And it's only a matter of time where Ronda's gonna pop by herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna get. I mean, it's gonna be they're gonna be this faction. They're gonna be the 4 horsewomen, and they probably may end up feuding the other 4 horsewomen. So, they'll probably.
Because they've been doing the other ones, Marina and Destiny have been doing like house shows. They've been pretty good. So
Yeah,
they should be going to promotions. I wouldn't be surprised if this leads to something to happen at Mania. Maybe who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I've been wondering how they looked. I haven't seen them wrestle.
I just heard about them on the house shows. Like I said, it's been decent. They haven't been bad.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So as long as I don't hear they suck, then we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Next match.
Marina, it helps that her husband is Roderick Strong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a bonus,
Next match, Johnny Gargano versus Aleister Black.
Johnny versus Aleister, that was good.
What'd you say? You said Johnny Gargano, right?
Yeah, versus Aleister Black.
Do you like him as a heel?
I don't know if he was. I think he was like the tragic hero that wants to do something noble and did something bad to do it. Because when you really look at Ciampa, Ciampa's such a hardcore heel that this hero just went to the point thinking that he knew best and decided to take out another hero to do it. To take down Ciampa. Because I get what's going on. I think the end of the match kind of was like, okay, you were a heel. I'm going to put you down. I think he hit him. I think he knocked him down. I think Johnny, I don't know where Johnny goes from here. I think he needs to do a redemption match or something. Get back in the good.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the whole story concept of the whole thing, like how Nikki Cross was involved, and you kept wondering who done it, and it was Johnny. The whole thing was just an interesting story, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful build.
And now Gargano just got to the breaking point, and you notice the crowd really started turning on him.
Yeah.
They did double turn, yeah.
So it made perfect sense. So it was a great match. I did enjoy it.
Oh yeah, it was fire, man.
Yeah.
And Aleister Black, I mean, come on. Aleister Black, he ain't gonna let you down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think this is his best match since him and Velveteen Dream went at each other.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I did like Gano's jacket.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good.
That jacket, yeah.
The next match, Velveteen Dream versus Tommaso Ciampa.
a part of me really wants Velveteen Dream to get that belt. You know what I'm saying? And he is such a talent. He is such a character.
Who? I knew there was something I forgot. What did you think about him coming out as Hollywood Hogan?
I loved it. Loved it.
I know Hogan's a word like going like what?
That took, you know what? That took balls. I love when he does that. I love Velveteen.
He does it for controversy. That's what Prince did.
Like, give him the belt already, but then I gotta realize he's only 23.
Yeah.
He's got all the time in the world.
And plus, he did Hogan a favor in that instance.
How you did Hogan a favor?
Because Hogan's already got bad press. I mean, Jesus. How much? Any press is good press right now. You know.
I don't think he did it to help Hogan. I think he did it to kind of stage him a little bit.
But Ciampa's doing like he's really doing his thing right now. So he's not gonna get off the belt, lose that belt anytime soon. But I thought Dream was amazing. In fact, I'm calling it right now. He's gonna be one of the participants in the Royal Rumble watch.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, they put him.
I guarantee you, he's gonna be one of the at least 3 NXT guys who are gonna be in the Rumble next year.
I hope that it's not one of the cases when they call him up. Like, I hope it's not one of the cases where, you know, the spectators don't get him, and maybe the gimmick just works in NXT.
It's more like going to be like, you know how Almas and Adam Cole were in it this year?
Yeah.
And it was just like a one-time thing?
Yeah. They don't. I don't think.
Like that.
I don't think they need
You're
to.
gonna let him go that easily.
Yeah, I don't think they need to call Velveteen up yet. I think they need to hold off until.
Hold off, but yeah, I agree. I guarantee you, you give him a Rumble spot, he's gonna be so over.
Yeah, the Rumble spot would be nice.
Yeah. So on to the War Games match between the.
Wait, before we move on, one quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you see actually could beat Ciampa for the belt?
I would say that they wouldn't give it to Johnny, but now that he's turned heel, I want to say probably either Ricochet or Adam Cole.
Yeah, Ricochet or Cole.
It's a bold choice, but maybe a surprise, but I'm thinking EC3.
EC3?
I think so.
But isn't he a heel too?
Huh?
Isn't he a heel too?
Well, you know, he's going through a change, though, you know, but how great of a comeback story would that be to go from being in the crappy NXT to coming back and winning the belt? You can't write that.
Yeah, you can't write it. But I think I'll stick with Ricochet and Adam Cole. Huh?
Oh yeah. He'll probably be Ricochet.
Yeah. War Games. The War Games match with the War Raiders, Pete Dunne, Ricochet versus the Undisputed Era.
Anytime Pete Dunne's in a match, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, Pete Dunne is a star, man.
He's incredible. You had him and Ricochet and War Raiders. It was fantastic.
You knew you were going to get a show.
Yeah, very good War Games. I won't say that it was better than last year's, but it was right up.
It was there, though. I mean, it didn't surpass, but it was there.
It was still good, though.
I think there was just too much fire on the card. Like that was a tough card. There were like 3 matches on the card that were like near 5-star matches. I mean, it's like
pretty much all of them except for the Matt Riddle one.
Yeah.
Was pretty much 5-star matches.
Yeah. people know who Matt Riddle is.
Huh?
Like, you really could have just done that on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they could have just did that on Wednesday.
Yeah. But pretty good war games. Ricochet jump off the cage was sick. But the winner was Pete Dunne and Ricochet pinning Adam Cole, right?
Yeah.
And this was wasn't this like one of the first significant losses Adam Cole has ever taken?
Other than him losing the title,
Yeah. I mean, that's it.
the North American title.
Yeah, he lost that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's
I
hit.
love how they're making that title important. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
They don't let you forget that he is the North American champion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't like the U.S. belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the tag belt in WWE.
Yeah, they don't need, in my opinion, that U.S. title just needs to stay where it is. I mean, it's just leave it on Nakamura right now. There's no point to put it on anybody else right now. There's nobody who could carry it.
Yeah, right now I don't see anybody else getting.
Yeah, they just need to leave it there right now.
Well, they might give it to Dream.
Give it to who?
They might give it to Velveteen Dream.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, yeah, possibly, yeah. Yeah, you may have a point. Because then, yeah, very, very, two very strange gentlemen there.
Very.
Yeah. All right. Before we get into Survivor Series, you wanted to talk about the Lars thing, right?
I just want to say I think this is another instance, kind of like the Nia Jax situation, where I thought that it's more than a little rushed. I think there's so much more Lars could do on NXT that they just haven't gotten around to, but they're pulling in.
I remember saying that, like, I got nothing against Lars. I think he's great for what he is, but of all the people on that NXT roster, it's like, Lars, really? That's the one you're going to go with?
And then it's just the fact that...
Great. But also, he does represent the build, the kind of person Vince McMahon wants.
Yeah, but do you think with all the stuff going on that it's going to hinder his career? I don't think it's going to hurt him.
Is that where he's going yet?
No, they haven't said.
Depends on where he goes. Yeah, it depends on where he goes and what he's doing.
I think he might go ahead and eat some shit for a while.
Because
if what they say is true, that he had talked about WWE during those forum sections, I think he's going to have a lot of heat on him for a while.
Like I said, these guys, Lars...
He said what?
He talked some stuff about WWE.
From what they said about, he had talked about the wrestlers back then.
Oh, yeah, I did read about that.
He probably going to get some heat about that.
When will WWE wrestlers learn to shut up when they're on social media?
Yeah, you shouldn't say anything like that. You shouldn't criticize when you're getting paid by them and your own roster. But I think Lars is a little is just rushed. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I don't know what you can do with him that would benefit him on the main roster. It's kind of like, why? Like, it's too early, you know. I think he's unproven in NXT. To me, he's kind of unproven.
Oh, well, hopefully he will get back to being good graces.
Yeah, Lars.
Are we still talking about Lars?
Yeah, because Lars was.
I don't know. I don't know where he's gonna go or how much of an impact he's gonna have, but he would not be the man like top. If I was gonna start debuting someone, I know Tom like this is not calling up I was going to pick one, ours would not have been in my top 5.
Yeah, not mine either.
Yeah. All right.
Did you hear rumor? Original, like, at one point, EC3 was going to get called up.
What? I could. Well, haven't they learned from what happened? Like, they haven't even used Bobby Roode yet, really. Like, God, I mean, they're gonna call up Lars and all these people. What? They'll call them up. Leave them where they are right now. They don't need to be called up. Nobody needs to be called up till you finish the programs you're running. Like, really? I don't know where you put Lars. I don't know. Maybe he needs to be on Raw and he needs to get the Intercontinental title and keep it for like a year.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. If it were left to me, I would have him show up on Raw and get the Intercontinental title and just hold on to it and never let it go. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do that. But yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. But let's head on to the Survivor Series. Pre-show, Raw vs. SmackDown 5-on-5 Tag Team Traditional Elimination Match.
Did anybody see this match?
Oh, the elimination?
I mean, I did. I was asking if y'all see it.
Honestly, no.
Nah, I didn't really pay attention to that one.
Because I didn't even know it was on the pre-show till turned it on and, they didn't show it on the main pay-per-view. But how was it?
Yeah, how was that match? It was like, I don't know. It was okay. It was one of those matches that I don't know. I felt, look, if they put it on the pre-show, yeah, I mean, you're going to get quality on the pre-show as we learn from the cruiserweight battles. As we learn from some of the cruiserweight battles, you're going to get some quality on the pre-show. Like especially going back to the Aries era, but that's just me.
Yeah. But the winners were the SmackDown team. The Soul Survivors was the Usos.
Yeah.
But then again, apparently, nobody cares about any match that was on the pre-show because it's not Stephanie nor Shane.
I mean, I'm happy the Usos got the win.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. They got to win.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
You gotta, they need to appreciate the Usos better. You know what I'm saying?
They're doing great. To me, they're doing great. They're gonna be one of those legendary teams, man.
It's like it's funny on the pre-show because they used to complain about that and they were always on the pre-show.
Yeah.
So what do you know?
But on to the main matches. Raw vs. SmackDown 5-on-5 Women's Traditional Elimination Match. Nia Jax, Mia Suka, Amber Moon.
What's
we really should have. Well, I know we're gonna get into it, but we really should have filmed our last episode like Wednesday. That Wednesday. So there were so many changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. But go ahead.
The Raw Women's team, Nia Jax, Mia Snuka, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and who else was on their team? Mickie James.
Yeah.
Versus Naomi, Sonya Deville, Asuka, Carmella, and Mandy Rose with Team Captain Naomi and Team Captain Alexa Bliss. Holy shit! Nia Jax got booed heavily.
Oh yeah, they booed her. I hadn't heard a boo that loud in a long time.
I mean,
did you hear that crowd when Nia came out there?
It was like, boy, they were on fire.
I mean, all that was missing was pitchforks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, torches.
Yeah, she was lucky that it wasn't WCW.
I mean, has there ever been a female wrestler that got booed that bad before?
Other than Eva Marie.
Yeah, Eva Marie. Well, that's it. I mean, Eva Marie. That's the only one I can.
Maybe Eva Marie got a little close.
I mean,
I don't know. You can really do a debate about that. That might be close.
Yeah. But so pretty good match. Naomi got eliminated early, then Tamina got eliminated early. The last people to survive was Sasha and Nia for Raw team, and Asuka was the lone survivor for SmackDown. Nia Jax pushed Sasha off the top rope into the Asuka lock.
Yeah.
Sasha tapped, and then Nia came in and did, I think it was 3 leg drops, and then got the win. And your winner was Nia Jax as a sole survivor.
Yeah. Nia, the sole survivor.
Don't really like that whole face crusher name for Nia.
Maybe face breaker.
I mean, yeah, I think it was face breaker. But good, decent match. Still not sold on Nia Jax. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But next match, the Intercontinental Championship between Seth Rollins and United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura, yep.
Hard hitter. Really, it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
That was such a good match.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Pretty shocked that Seth won.
I was shocked that Seth won.
I can't believe they never wrestled before.
They never had one. I've never seen those two get in the ring together.
Yeah.
They delivered. I just feel like if they were going to do that, like, I really feel that should have been a little higher on the card, but that was just me.
Yeah. But the winner was Seth Rollins. Next match, the tag team champions match, the Authors of Pain versus the Bar.
Oh yeah. Well, you knew
I
that.
had a question right quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm driving. I have a question about the 5-on-5 women's match.
What's
You
that?
think if Nia didn't punch Becky Lynch and she got out, you think the Raw women would have won that?
Probably so.
Huh.
Yeah.
I just think SmackDown really needed that win more, especially with the women.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, we need.
Nakamura and Rollins was, like I said, I didn't get there quick, was really good, and they really need to have a feud.
I mean, yeah, eventually, but
Yeah, but you know, he's on Raw and so she's on SmackDown.
Like, I hope someday down the line they do.
yeah,
I think they could have epic matches together.
I enjoyed their little duel at the end. It was kind of like a
Oh my God, that was so good.
That was a good duel they had at the end. Wow,
You kept wondering, like, he's gonna get it, no, he's gonna get it, no, he's gonna get it, you know?
Yeah.
But, you're about to talk about the tag match.
Yeah. I was a Pain versus the Bar.
I mean, what the fuck was up with that ending?
I do not know. It was okay match, but not really something to write home. Huh?
It was decent, but we could have done without it at the end.
Yeah.
I should say that piss at the end.
Yeah. Really was uncalled for. During the match, people spotted Enzo out in the crowd. Enzo got on top of the chairs and did his whole bit.
I didn't even notice that until someone said it on Facebook.
Well, I did those because, like, if you're watching the match, you can see the crowd was like looking to the right, and you saw that something was happening.
My first thought was that I thought someone had a beach ball again.
Yeah, but I pretty much saw that like something was going on, but it was Enzo and he was doing his spit, and then next thing you know, the security guards came and tackled him and pulled him down and kicked him out. Now he's banned from the Staples Center and from the live shows at WWE.
Dang.
All the promote his I think it was like a concert he was doing there at some arena somewhere.
It was like a concert that, from what I heard, had a very, very low turnout.
Yeah, he promoted it with all.
WrestleZone.com said his album sucked.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and then you see that clip, the video of him being there getting pulled, and then people in the crowd were going like, "Let him stay, let him stay."
Yeah, but well, you know, he get what he deserves.
I hated that music video. I'm sorry. I tried. I tried. The Enzo Amore song.
The new one?
I hated it.
The new one or the old one?
The old one.
What, the Phoenix one?
Yeah, I didn't like any.
I did kind of like the Phoenix.
The first one.
That's what I'm saying. The Phoenix.
Was the guy watching him online?
The one I watched it online back when it came.
You're talking about the video where the fat guy watching him online on the computer?
I think so, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that video sucks.
But okay match except for the ending though. The winners are the Authors of Pain. Next match is the WWE Cruiserweight title match. Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy. Great match between these two.
First of all, thank you WWE for not putting this on the pre-show.
Yeah, I really appreciated that.
Thank you for giving these two guys the proper respect.
Because they pre-showed every freaking 205 Live. I got tired of that. I'm glad they did this. I'm glad they gave this its space.
Jesus, the back and forth and
it was such a fantastic match. Both of them are amazing.
Yeah, but Ali was taking them hits to the outside, getting triple thrown every which way. But
I think he thought it was worth the risks.
You can see Buddy Murphy really earned this. I mean, he worked himself to death to get 205. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I give him all the props in the world.
Yeah, but
I give him all the props, and also I give him props for truly showing that he is more than just Alexa Bliss's fiance.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not. It's not. I'm just saying, I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
But
it was a good match. Buddy Murphy ain't losing that belt anytime soon.
Nope.
You're valuable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Next match, Raw versus SmackDown 505 Men's traditional Survivor Series match. Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley versus SmackDown, Shane McMahon, Jeff Hardy, Miz, Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio.
What the fuck was that shit about with Samoa Joe?
I don't know, man.
That was crazy.
Everybody got pissed when he got eliminated. They say it was bullshit.
Yeah, they called that. I mean, that was an awful idea.
Like, who is the moron that thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. But, a really clusterfuck of a match.
Went downhill as soon as Joe was out of it.
Well, we had Strowman and McIntyre fighting, and then
he had Balor fighting.
Yeah, and Balor slipping on Miz doing that stomp.
I mean, I don't see how SmackDown didn't win this. The fact that Raw was bickering the whole time.
I knew it was going to be a sweep. I don't know why they did a sweep, but
So-called sweep.
yeah.
But the two coast to coast were, well, the one that connected and the one that got blocked was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a good spot.
Yeah.
Those were good
Yeah,
spots.
Even though I was kind of mad that they did the same thing they did the year before, where
Shane at the end.
Shane jumping off the rope, off the top to the announcer's table on Strowman. Then knocking him out. But it's pretty much the same thing they did, I think, either last year or at the Rumble, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But everybody from SmackDown got eliminated. Who got eliminated? Balor got eliminated.
Because Strowman eliminated 4 of them, didn't he?
Yeah, he pretty much eliminated everybody except for Joe. Hardy got eliminated. Ray got eliminated. Then Miz got eliminated, and Shane got eliminated, leaving Strowman, Lashley, McIntyre, and Corbin as the lone survivors.
Well, Corbin was in the team. He was just the captain.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know, but still.
And then,
of course, they had to make, even though it's Survivor Series, they had to make it about Raw and had Corbin attack Strowman.
Yeah. But we'll get more into that in a minute. But like I said, it was close as fuck, but it was
It should have been way better.
Yeah, should have been way better. Okay, we're getting into pretty much the matches of the night. The Women's Championship match, representing Raw, Ronda Rousey, and SmackDown, Charlotte Flair, after Becky suffered a concussion thanks to Nia. Becky picked Charlotte to face Ronda Rousey. Pretty good match.
It was like something straight out of the 1980s. It was good.
I mean, I loved it. Definitely, not only match of the night, but definitely a match of the year candidate for me.
I mean, I'm surprised that Charlotte was able to hang with Ronda and actually.
I mean, you can't be too surprised. I mean,
well, I'm
Charlotte has experience.
Charlotte has proved time and time again she can get in the ring with anybody.
Yeah, when she did that match with Asuka at WrestleMania, that convinced me that she does have the chops to get in there and kind of get it done. You know, she's got like she has good instincts now. She did really good. I like I said, the match when they started getting rougher and rougher, it started to look like something. Like if you watch the match, it looks like one of those classic 1980s women's matches, doesn't it? It looked pretty damn good. It really took me back to my childhood, man. It was really good.
It was a good match, and Charlotte was amazing. Ronda can pick a, you know what I'm saying? So
she did, yeah. I don't know. I don't know where the fans were going with it, who were there, but I mean, maybe this is the way it felt in the arena that night. But man, I thought Ronda did great. I didn't think you should have. I didn't think either one. I mean, I knew it would, to give the match its effect, you have to give somebody the boos, but still, I don't think anybody should have been booed for that. I think it was a hell of a match. I don't think they should have did a double turn or anything like that.
And honestly, I like how it ended.
It ended right.
Like I said,
the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, Charlotte going back and forth with Ronda was pretty cool to see. And, it was very aggressive. The ending, I'm kind of shocked by it. But then again, if this was how they were going to end it between Ronda and Becky, I was all for it. Because it would have been stupid if they had Ronda beat her cleanly. I think that this was how they were going to end it with Becky doing it. but because they had to change it and it was short notice that they went on and did it anyway. But I think it also helped Charlotte out for them to finally turn her heel and have her acting like a heel. And I think it helps both her and if they are going to continue the feud between her and Charlotte, help them out more to make it more entertaining. But
those cane hits were brutal.
Yeah, and the chair spot was awesome too.
Yeah.
Well, especially the one on the natural the natural selection
and
chair.
Oh my gosh, she nailed that perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's just, it comes down to just the fact that you got good talent in the women's division, and I mean, calling anyone up at this point would be a little bit of a stretch. I mean, right now you got so much going on.
No.
Like the women's divisions are stacked right now.
Well, I don't know about that, but like I said,
we'll just say it's got potential. It's got the Raw and SmackDown women roster's got potential.
They have potential. I mean, they like I said, maybe it's a bit of a stretch for me to say that about Raw, but at the same time,
it's a stretch for you to say that for anything. I mean, let's be honest, they got to clear some room with some people.
I mean, if you want to talk about trimming the fat, yeah, there are. I mean, you could say that about both rosters, but there's like at least a good four like potential like all-star time. There's four golden gooses on each roster. I mean, at least four.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I mean. It's just the fact that the potential for any woman to go anywhere that comes from NXT, I mean, so if they bring in Kari, what does Kari do? She just runs through the fat of the rankings and gets to the top and has to take a back seat to Charlotte and somebody else feuding who's been on the show for years, or do you wait? Do you hold Kari until it's time for a breakout star? I mean, come on. Or even Shayna. Where does Shayna fit in this? I mean, you could go with the horsewoman.
I mean, between the two, you could probably do something with Shayna more than Carly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you bring Shayna, you could at least do the horsewoman. You could at least have her start working toward the ultimate.
Well, there would be an idea, at least for Shayna. Now, Kari, probably not, but...
No. The only way I'd say Kari would fit into this is if, like, by some fluke of nature, like Asuka ends up winning the title or something, because they can have that feud be brought back or something like that. But I don't know, man. Like that Kari, I would save her.
Save her for what?
Save her for a more opportune time until she could shine, man. Like, where do you put her?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know. Where do you put Kari Sane? If you call up Kari Sane, you're in management. Okay, you call up Vince is all like, we need to call up Kari Sane or whatever.
I'm trying to hold up on that. Hold that thought. Let's get to this match and then we'll get to this. Next match, the WWE Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus the newly crowned WWE Champion after the last recording, Daniel Bryan.
Very strange how this came about.
Huh?
It's very strange how this came about.
Yeah.
I mean, because my first thought was, is AJ injured? I mean, and then you find out, I guess it was contract reasons.
No, I think he just wanted time off, and he just said that, take the title off of me. And he wanted.
I understand when spend time with family, but man, he was having such a good run with that belt.
Yeah.
And I wanted Lesnar style too, man.
Well, I don't think WWE wanted him to lose the title again. I mean, lose again to Brock. Yeah. I don't think they even want to put Brock over. I mean, have Brock job to him yet. I think they wanted to have Brock strong until either he loses at Rumble or WrestleMania.
Yeah, probably.
So I think mostly it was because they want AJ to take the second loss to Brock, and I don't think they were going to put him over Brock at this point.
No, they weren't going to do that.
What do you guys think about this whole thing with Daniel Bryan and what he's trying to portray?
The effect is working, but I feel like
what I think about what?
Daniel Bryan.
The way cause look when he started the match, he was taunting Brock Lesnar, and he was just giving all this weird vibe, and then at the end he was laughing, and then his whole speech Tuesday on SmackDown.
He's really running with this whole Hilton. When he was mocking Brock, I love that Brock was laughing about the shit. It's like, come on, man. And then, Brock straight wailed on that dude, man.
Yeah, I thought I kind of heard him when he did that first suplex.
Yeah.
But you know,
Man, he was just. But I like the fact that he had some licks in. You know, you thought for a second, maybe, just maybe, Uncle John for him. You thought for a second. But then Tuesday, Brock won. Then Tuesday when he gave that speech, it's like, we know he can be a heel. He's been a heel before. So, that's how he got over in the first place. He was a heel. He did a no, and all that. So, but to say that, and that's just gut saying that Jeff Fuller was dead,
I think so. I just think that it will make this whole turn worth it. Is if okay, so Dan Bryan and AJ feud or whatever. Like, yeah, give us the Macho Man Steamboat matches. Give us the hard fought like wrestling matches if you're gonna do that. That's what we've been known them for. We've known them for the technical masterpieces and stuff. Let's get that out there at the next major event. Let's start really making this a legendary clash, like really.
Right.
Like Alex Wright and Arn Anderson. Let's start wrestling. Let's get the wrestling in there. Let's really make that.
Did you say Alex Wright?
Yes.
Yeah, you never seen the Arn Anderson Alex Wright feud? That was really good. They wrestled.
Yeah. I was like, damn, that's impressive. You thought of that.
Oh yeah. I think about when I'm talking about when I talk about when you get two guys like AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan together, Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. Come on. You're talking about a match that should be on the caliber of a Shawn Michaels Kurt Angle feud or something like that. You know what I mean? Or Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero, something like that.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. And so I'm intrigued to see how far he's gonna go. And then you gotta admit it, before he did the heel thing, his persona, his vibe was getting kind of stale.
Well, I don't think it was getting stale. It's just that
it wasn't believable anymore.
Yeah, but people were like making a big deal because he was in Atlanta and he got booed. I'm like, of course he's gonna get booed. He's in Georgia. That's AJ's hometown. Of course he's gonna get booed.
Yeah.
But we shall see. Daniel Bryan's good as a heel and a face, so we just gotta see the way it goes. I think Shinsuke probably pissed because dude been hitting AJ in the balls and he didn't even win, but somehow AJ hit him.
In terms of hitting in the balls, yeah. But in terms of the fact that Daniel got the belt, no one should be more pissed off than Joe right now.
Well, both Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura.
If I was Joe, I would be so pissed right now.
And this is the thing. I want to talk about Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has been putting in some very, very quality work since he arrived. Come on. This is some of the best healing I've ever seen. Come on, man. The guy is busting his ass and they won't even give this guy the rub. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Even with we'll get to the Jeff Hardy thing, but my God, come on. He's putting himself out there. He's taking risks. Like the fact that he stood up and said that, did that angle with AJ about his family. Joe is showing that, look, I will take risks for you, Vince. I will get out there and be the most hated person on television, Vince. Give me the rub, Vince. Give me the rub. There's nothing I won't do, Vince. Give me the rub. I can make it all happen and get away with it, Vince. Am I not the best heel in WWE, Vince? Vince just sits there and holds his damn brass rings and just keeps shuffling them around. It's like, come on, how do you get the brass rings?
Yeah, but pretty good match. Daniel Bryan gets hit with the F5 and Brock wins. So probably I don't understand
what more Joe has to do to get a title.
I don't know.
I just don't get it. I mean, I'm happy Daniel got the belt, but that really should have been Joe's spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry we cut you off, man. It's just that we are shocked. I mean, Samoa Joe, all that he's done and done before he even got WWE, and then he gets here and he's done even more. And it's just like, God, what does this guy have to do to be the main event?
I just don't get it. I think you just see what they want.
And had one of the best matches with Brock Lesnar. I mean, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What does the guy have to do?
So I'm just confused. It's not that I'm angry. I'm more confused. Man.
They even gave Owens the rub for this kind of work. I mean, God, you're not going to give Joe the rub?
It's like, I don't know, in terms of titles in WWE, who should be more pissed and or confused more, like Joe or Sami Zayn?
Man, Shinsuke, God, I mean, say what you will.
Shinsuke got a belt. I mean, at least Shinsuke won a belt.
Yeah, they gave Shinsuke something. They had to give Shinsuke a constellation because Shinsuke, I'm pretty sure Shinsuke could walk out of there if you wanted to. Shinsuke.
Well, he got a chance in January because I think his and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson's.
Like I said, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Luke Anderson and Carl, what?
I said, well, he's going to have his chance. But I think his and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson's contracts are up in January.
Yeah, they better.
I think the main person New Japan was trying to get back was AJ.
Yeah, AJ too. But Daniel Bryan wins and Raw beats SmackDown, not a damn sweep, but pretty much dominated. So which one was better? War Games or Survivor Series?
War Games. War Games was excellent. War Games was like Survivor Series. Here's the thing when I think about Survivor Series. You got a situation where you've written, okay, what good did Survivor Series do for SmackDown? And for that matter, what good did Survivor Series do for Raw? It didn't do anything for Raw. Raw still sucks.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that. But it's pretty good. Skits at it. War Games was the better of the two.
Yeah.
But let's get on into this little topic. So 4 days have passed, both the Raw and SmackDown after Survivor Series, and this Monday, I won't count this SmackDown because last night's SmackDown was decent, a lot better than it was after Survivor Series. But a lot of people complain about the last episode of Raw and the two shows after Survivor Series and how crappy it was. And a lot of people were pissed off about how crappy Raw was.
Oh, it was awful.
To the point where they said, fuck Raw. They weren't going to watch Raw anymore. For a quick rundown, we had... so Corbin, the Raw after the Survivor Series, they took out Braun Strowman. He had surgery. He had surgery Monday. For some reason, they couldn't do it that week, so they had to wait to this week in order to do the surgery. And it's debatable if he is going to show up for TLC, where he does have the match against Braun Strowman. I mean, not Braun Strowman, Baron Corbin.
Baron, yeah.
If he wins, then Baron Corbin loses his GM job, but if Baron Corbin wins, he'll be permanent GM. And then Stephanie Chai says that if he doesn't win, he doesn't get his match at Brock at Rumble, which kind of goes with what she said, since she did say that if he won the Survivor Series, he would get his title match. And Baron Corbin using both Lashley and Drew McIntyre and who else? It was Lashley, McIntyre. It wasn't Zig. No, it was just those three.
Yeah.
They took out Braun Strowman, and so they opened the show and they showed the video from Strowman saying that he was gonna get back at him.
He was in the hospital, wasn't
he? Yeah. I'm sorry, but I cannot take Corbin seriously as the GM, and I'm really sick and tired of them. Now there's rumors saying that they're going to turn Shane heel as a heel general manager, and I'm like, this whole heel authority figures are getting too out of hand.
Yeah, Stephanie's a heel, Corbin's a heel. If Shane becomes a heel, and then you create all these heels. Like, what point is there to show? What ground do the faces have to stand?
Yeah, but then they had Elias come in and interrupt them, and they had a match. Elias gets thrashed. Then later on, they had Finn Balor go against Corbin, and Corbin turns at the scene he was going to lose, turned it into a handicap match. Had McIntyre come out and beat up Balor to take out Balor. Then we had the Nia Jax promo. Oh my god. That was cringy as fuck. Let me say this. Let's get this all out date. So, Nia Jax comes out, and, she's playing to the crowd, saying that, she beat up Becky, and she's going to do the same to Ronda at TLC. Then, we had later on where, Alexa Bliss has this.
Now she's like authority. Now she's like, what is it, like Baron Corbin put her in charge of the women's division?
Yeah, and she had a little sit down Q&A with Sasha and Bailey, which was
just one question,
just as cringy and horrible. Then you had Mickey, Alicia Fox, and Dana Brooke, who for some reason is not heel, even though at Starrcade she was a face and she tagged with them against Mickey, Nia, Tamina, and I think it was also Alicia Fox too in that one.
Oh my god.
And all I can say is this was horrible. I mean, first of all, Nia Jax should not be talking. She cannot cut a promo to save her freaking life.
She got up there and just kind of just was talking. I mean,
she sounds like a fake mean girl. She does it like a fake high school mean girl.
She sounds like a high school bully.
I mean, like I said before, Nia Jax should be the monster heel, but she can't talk over anything. And if the whole thing with Alexa Bliss is going to be if Corbin does lose, because there's rumors saying that she would take over as GM. I don't if it's going to be the same way as she was during that segment. I don't want to see it, but they should
Why
do
would
it.
Nia be the no? Don't do that.
No, I mean Alexa's supposed to be the GM.
Oh no! Don't make Alexa Jesus no.
What they should do is they have not if Nia can't wrestle for now, put her back with Nia and have her as Nia's manager.
Yeah, do that. Yeah,
You know,
do that.
Because
I think Nia, I'll say this about Nia Jax. During that promo, I sat through the promo. It parts of it, the way she talked makes sense for the nonchalantness, but for a long promo like that, she needs a manager. She needs a mouthpiece, man. If it were, she can give the little short verses, which is fine, but when it's like a script, give her a manager. Give her somebody who can carry this damn thing. Come on.
And also, why is it that Ronda couldn't come out with some kind of a bandage or Nate brace or something? Because I mean, she got her ass kicked by Charlotte, but she didn't have a scratch on her, and she just came out nonchalant like nothing happened. I mean, hell, after Ray got beat up by Orton, he came out with a neck brace.
Yeah.
But Ronda doesn't have anything to show for her getting her ass kicked.
She got beat bad. I mean, you're not going to have her bandaged up. I mean, come on.
But it was just horrible, and I felt bad for Bayley and Sasha because they deserve a lot better.
Bayley and Sasha have been on the undercard lately. I mean, when you're relegated to do the merchandising commercials, that's when you know you've hit rock bottom. when they put you on the merchandising commercials, you've officially hit rock bottom in WWE. That's when you hit the bottom. That's when it's over. I mean, I'm sure it's not the end of Sasha Banks and Bayley, but I just think they've hit the lowest point they can hit at this point.
Yeah, but then you had the Lucha House Party beat the Revival twice, one with a piñata.
God. When are they gonna? It's time to take the Revival seriously, man. Come on, they're the freaking Revival. Look at what you've relegated them to.
Yeah. And
far too valuable.
Yeah. Then they had the whole segment with the Drake Maverick and Gable and Bobby Roode about the whole PP incident, and then last Monday on Raw where he took Bobby Roode's robe and he pretty much put it in the toilet and he pissed on it. And then everybody lost their shit about it. And I understand, and it did suck, and it was not funny at all. But good God, people, you do know this is coming from the same guy that had his son-in-law had sex with a fucking dead corpse.
Yeah.
This is the same guy that had his son-in-law in the middle of the ring with a blow-up doll doing corny-ass jokes. The only thing missing was the Sandman coming out kicking Triple H out of the ring. And no, not the Sandman from ECW. I'm talking about the Sandman from Apollo.
No, I know what you're talking about.
And this is the same guy that had an old woman give birth to a freaking hand. Can you really be shocked that he would have somebody pee on a damn road?
This is the same guy that gave us the Rated R sex show, okay? Come on.
That wasn't bad. The only bad part was we couldn't see Leah's nipple.
That wasn't. Yeah, they didn't let that slide.
But I mean, I understand why everybody was bad and pissed because it was crap and we deserve better. But unfortunately, we stuck with Vince until I guess they said that with the XFL. But even then, I'm pretty sure Vince is still gonna have some kind of control. I mean, Vince can pretty much say that he's not gonna be in control of both, but we all know he's gonna be in control of both.
God, if Triple H and Shane could get the helm of this company, it would turn things around. I mean, I know a lot of people would be out of there. There would be so many people that they would clear. They
But I
would
don't
clean
think even
out.
Shane wants anything to do with it like he used to. I think he pretty much just gave up taking up control of the whole company
Yeah.
now, and just said that I'd rather be on air talent. And going back to what you were saying about how important Survivor Series was, they didn't do jack shit about gets beaten badly by Raw. I mean,
What was the point? Is what I was asking. Like, what if you're a writer and you write and you're saying, okay, we're gonna have SmackDown get swept. Okay, SmackDown is, in terms of fan polls, probably is totally head and heels over Raw.
yeah,
Okay,
better.
you're gonna have your top show get swept by your underperforming show, and you're thinking it's going to help the underperforming show, when obviously the way you write it, it's not going to help anything. I mean, no. What was the outcome? What do I think of Raw? I don't think any differently of Raw after they swept SmackDown either, and I don't think it helped SmackDown either. It's like it didn't help anybody. It was terrible.
It's just complete bad writing all the way around. Like I was saying before, when you were saying about not bringing up people up from NXT, I just don't want to do it because it just seems like Vince doesn't know what to do with them. I mean, hell, you look at Sasha, you can look at Bayley, you look at Finn Balor,
All their top tier.
Shinsuke. Everybody that came from NXT has been used very poorly. And now with Braun being hurt, Roman's out for God knows, if he'll be able to come back. The only strong babyface that they have on Raw is Seth Rollins.
What's the code?
So, you don't know, I mean, God forbid, so they have the Rollins, they gonna be really up shit's creek. I mean,
Yeah, Rollins, man. If something happens to Rollins, it's gonna be.
and speaking of Rollins, what the fuck is with Dean Ambrose? What I'm trying to figure out, what the hell is this whole thing with Ambrose?
I don't think they know what to do with Ambrose. You see, I think they're doing this because they're just trying to find something for him to do, and I think they. Honestly, if you're going to do that, you might as well move everybody. They need to shift everybody over to the Universal Title division, rebuild the Intercontinental division with Velveteen Dream and some of the NXT stars, separate those two groups. Like, they need to go back to the old way it was in the early 90s where the divisions were separated. There wasn't all this overlapping story. Like, it was cut and dry. You had a rankings group with the world title. You had a rankings group with the Intercontinental title, and those rosters were stacked, but everybody got used. You don't have to. If you have 3 hours of Monday Night Raw, I think they waste a lot of time on Monday Night Raw with tag matches. I think, Raw needs to go back to they have so much time. They need to stop doing so many tag matches. Maybe everybody doesn't make air on certain nights. They need to go back to that because making air on Monday Night Raw used to be a prestigious thing. Now it's been relegated that everybody has to make the card. Everybody has to be on the card for a night. No. Even your top tier can be cut back a little. That's what made people like Razor Ramon so special, because you could watch episodes and you wouldn't see Razor Ramon for like an episode or two, and when he hit, it was like yes. It was like because they would show highlight clips of what he did the week before, but he wouldn't be on that episode. And I know they only had like 2 hours then, but Jesus, I mean, it made his appearance meaningful, and it gave everybody room to breathe. Like, if they cut it back. Okay, they move Seth and all these guys over to the Universal Title division, have them fight for the Universal title. make the singles confrontations longer. Make the singles matches like Seth. Seth can do that. Guys like Seth and Dean and all those guys can do that. Give them quality material. Give your Intercontinental title division like strength. Let them run that. Like they need to just change the whole. Raw can be saved. They just need to change it. They need to change it. But I just think until Vince takes his hand off the helm and they are able to get Kevin Dunn out of power, just move everybody around. They need some shifts in management and they can change it. They can change a lot of things on Raw. It's just that Raw right now is just, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're panicking to fill 3 hours. You could fill 3 hours the same thing. I could have watched Seth Rollins versus freaking Dolph Ziggler for a longer period of time than watch some crappy, pointless tag match.
Yeah, but the problem is we've seen it enough times already.
I never get tired of it compared to some of these pointless tag matches. Just give me the hour-long RVD Jerry Lynn if you have to. Just don't give me the crappy 6 to 8 man tags that go nowhere. It doesn't build anything. There's no story building anywhere. They're just running these crappy story matches because they need to put everybody on the card. You don't have to put everybody on the card. Okay? They can make it next week. The Raw is never going off the air. They can make it next week. You're not killing anybody. Just I don't know, man. It really gets to me the fact that they waste so much time on Raw. They have 3 whole hours. How do you waste time when you have 3 hours? Raw has solved that puzzle. Raw has totally solved that puzzle. I don't know, man. It's amazing. There's so much they could spend those 3 hours doing than running a lot of crappy tag matches and long standing promos that don't need to go that long. Just pointless stuff, Some of the stuff can be finished in a minute. Like you could cut a promo in 1 to 2 minutes and just get back to the wrestling. Like you don't need to stand out there for. Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
He hasn't really thought about this.
Yeah, I'm tired of sitting up watching 15-minute promos being cut in the center of the ring. It's.
Never thought he would do a Kevin Costner speech about tag matches on Raw.
They're pointless. They don't go anywhere.
Well, they need more tag teams in both SmackDown and Raw.
Or use the current ones better.
Breaking up American Alpha was one of the stupidest ideas I could ever imagine doing. That was one of the stupidest things ever. Breaking up American Alpha, like not the treatment of the revival, like the NXT tag division back then should have been the Raw tag division. That should have been the Raw tag division. But instead they go moving people around and shit. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
It's just, you want to see how much they care about their division. The fact that the B team were tag champions at one point.
Yeah, that's
all you gotta know how much they care about their division.
It's like Jesus.
I mean, you don't get more obvious than that, my friend.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think anything's gonna change unless Raw next Monday drops very low, but I believe when I see it, Vince ain't gonna really care until it gets to the point where I would say where it hits Impact level ratings.
Yeah.
Lower than that even, but it is what it is, and hopefully when the XFL does come, Vince does relinquish the reign to Paul. But I wouldn't hold my breath on that. But last Monday was just very bad. All right, guys, let's talk about for the last topic of wrestling. Becky Lynch's return Tuesday. She's cleared. And she's ready to fight. They brought out Charlotte. Charlotte still had her heel persona and pretty much called Becky still riding her coattails. And they set up for Becky to face Charlotte again. But out comes most of the women's locker room saying that they deserved a shot at Becky too, which is another battle royal. That's like the fourth female battle royal now that they have had this past year. And okay, battle royal. Um, they had Oscar and Sonya Deville at the end, and basically kind of did the same thing that they did at the women's Royal Rumble with Nikki Bella and Oscar wins. So it's a triple threat match for the SmackDown Women's Championship between Becky, Charlotte, and Oscar.
My only question is like, what was the purpose of bringing Asuka into this?
I got this feeling that they're gonna have her eat the pin so Charlotte can get the title back.
I wonder if Triple H is okay with this.
There's nothing Triple H can do. I mean, we just got through saying Vince is gonna do whatever he wants to do, and unfortunately for Asuka, Vince doesn't think highly of her because she doesn't speak English, or she speaks broken English, as they would say.
I mean, it could be a nod to try to reestablish her as, saying, yeah, I mean, Asuka's still here. But at the same time, I'm like, why put her in this if you're not gonna do anything with her? Just keep her relegated to the shadows till you're ready to use her again. I mean, the fans are still reacting to her. Like, what are you going to do?
Well, yeah, she had a lot of pop back at Survivor Series when she was beating the crap out of Nia Jax on the app.
She's still pulling a pop. Like and I don't think her pop has died down at all. No. I think she's still pulling the same pop. Yeah. I don't see why waste her. Like, just keep her in the shadows if you're not going to use her until you're ready to pull her out again. Just keep her doing what she's doing. Keep her just winning tag matches or whatever till you're ready to use her again. Let this Charlotte, as soon they could have waited until this Charlotte and Becky feud, finished and then brought Asuka in.
The only thing I hope is that they don't go and take the title off of Becky and then have Becky feud with Nia Jax and not give her the spot with Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. That I do not want to see. If they could do like somebody was saying, that she goes into the Rumble, she drops the SmackDown belt, she goes into the Rumble, face Nia Jax in the Rumble, eliminates her, and then gets the shot at WrestleMania and takes on Ronda, but sets them up at WrestleMania. Have Asuka win the title and have her feud with Charlotte all the way up to WrestleMania.
Yeah, because we never got that feud. We never got it. It was just like, come on. There's some good matches there.
Yeah. But what do you think, Pike?
What about Asuka?
About the whole thing with Becky, Asuka, and Charlotte.
I think this is going to be a great match. I mean, and the fact that it's TLC. And first of all, so happy Becky's okay. That could have ended a lot worse. She's gonna be okay, and I think what they're using, it's gonna be very interesting how we're gonna pull this. And really, it's really gonna separate the audience. It's gonna be like Oscar's got an audience, Charlotte's got an audience, Becky's got an audience. I would not be surprised if this is match of the night at TLC.
I mean, it's going to steal the show.
I hope this does lead the way to two females or whatever, main eventing Mania.
That'd be huge.
Because I would totally have this be the main event of TLC, where it belongs.
Yeah, and my thing is this: if you're gonna do that, give it like, okay, I agree with you. It should be Charlotte and Asuka feuding, because One of Ric Flair's greatest enemies was the Great Muta. You gotta have if you got okay, so you got Becky there. You know, Becky's like your Piper figure. You got these different people who Charlotte in regular feuds with, but you put Asuka in there. Asuka's her Great Muta, man.
Yeah, that's what Becky should do. She said she should go back at Ronda with that. Said that she's more Piper than she is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Especially with all the shots she was taking at Shayna Baszler, Seth Rollins, and Chris Jericho.
Yeah, Becky Lynch reads to me more as a Roddy Piper. I mean, you know, I don't know.
I will give Baszler that though. That was pretty slick what she said. Like to Becky, like don't drag me into this. I'm working in a division neither one of y'all can carry.
Sure.
It was like not bad. Baby, look, you got enough on you.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
But we'll see the coming months. We got 2 weeks to go. Wanted to end on this. You guys heard the news. Netflix is going to do a live action version of Cowboy Bebop.
Uh-huh.
I just think it's.
When all I said was on Facebook. On Facebook, I said, Netflix, don't let me down.
Well, a lot of people were agitated because of the live action Death Note that they did, and for the folks on the internet, there is a difference. The Full Metal Alchemist movie and the Bleach movie were all done by a Japanese company. Netflix pretty much bought the rights to distribute it. But for the Death Note movie they did with the blonde guy played Light, the black guy played L, they kind of did it. I think they did that on their own.
Yeah, I think that was independent.
I'm trying my best not to do judgment until I hear more about it, like who's producing it, who's directing it, who's writing it, who's going to be cast, when's it coming out. I'm trying to be patient.
Well, from what I read, the one of the writers from Thor Ragnarok is doing it.
So,
and they did say that.
It's true. Netflix hasn't always been at 1,000, but for me, at least for me personally, they're still a step above a bunch of other networks. Because a bunch of other networks would have fucked this up even more.
Oh, yeah.
And they did say that the director would have a hand in it, so that's pretty good. The creator
would have a hand in it. If the creator has a hand in it, you have a chance. I want to say it's all going to be riding on who they choose the leading man. Like that leading man is going to have to be the right guy for that role. I mean, and God, I know that Keanu Reeves is going to be pissed because he wanted to play it, but Keanu, you're not the guy.
I still think he would have done good.
He would have done good. I just don't know that. I mean, it's the same thing as taking, it's trying to do Americanized versions of Korean films and they put American actors in there. It's kind of like, I don't know. For me, I feel like if they're going to do a Cowboy Bebop live action, which it doesn't need one, but if they're going to do it, just make sure you cast the right people for it and make sure that that you get the same music. The music plays a huge part in it too. It has to have the same jazzy feel, the same acid jazz.
Yeah, you gotta have that badass jazz music.
I forget the lady's name who does it, but they gotta bring her in there.
Who's that?
The music, the lady who does that music, they gotta bring her back. Do the Mushroom Samba episode, get all that in there, give us the whole 9.
Would you do an all Asian cast?
Honestly, yeah. Maybe with a few. Well, no, I mean, Cowboy Bebop it had a sort of multicultural kind of thing going. I mean, but I would cast closely to the character designs. I would cast very closely to the character designs. that's something that I think Death Note took a chance not doing, but I would cast close to the character designs.
I think, well, I can't really talk about the demo because I haven't got around to watch it yet. But like I said online, if they thought the press for their version of Death Note was bad, they're gonna have hell to pay if they messed up Cowboy Bebop.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, this is a gamble, but
Yeah.
that's why Netflix is so popular. They take gamble.
Yeah, but this is sensitive. This is like when it comes to the real anime fans. This is like hardcore gospel. You know what I mean? This is like
Like
death.
arguably the biggest gamble Netflix has done since getting the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, because you look at we could take since we already had a live action Death Note series from Japan. This Death Note didn't really matter to us. I mean, it's just a standalone piece. We didn't care. Okay, so they do this Death Note series. It has its moments, but it's nothing to write home about. Okay, but you do that with Cowboy Bebop. Now you're getting the sensitive. Now you're starting to touch sensitive. That's sensitive material. That's very sensitive material you're messing with.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I mean, yeah, and I agree. Like, you don't really need it. You don't really need a live action cowboy. You can watch the anime now, and you'll see it still holds up.
Yeah, I don't see why you need a live action Cowboy Bebop. Like I would honestly say take the budget and everything that you're putting together, do this live action. Give us more of the animated episodes. Go.
That's what I would do. Really, is bring back the animated series.
Yeah, bring back the animated series.
I feel the same. I felt for years. I said the same thing about Death Note. I thought Death Note should have kept going.
Yeah, I really could have kept going, honestly, because it was a lot left unanswered and a lot left undone there.
Yeah, because I definitely think both of them had at least 4 or 5 seasons left in them. You know.
Because I mean, there's so many questions that weren't answered at the end of Death Note. I just don't know, man.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait and see. It's probably not coming out till 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, and the budget's gonna be, and they even said the budget for a Cowboy Bebop live action is insane, so.
Yeah, they'd have to really put some money on it.
It's space and futuristic, so it's gonna cost a lot of money.
Well, to be fair, it's technically one tiny percent of my money because I do pay the bill every month. I'm just saying,
it's everybody's money.
I'm a small, tiny. Well, we're all small, tiny reasons why Netflix has the money.
Yeah.
Netflix. You're still a dick for canceling Luke Cage, but I'm praying you right by Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, that pissed me off. That really pissed me off. Why?
It's like I don't get you. Why do you cancel Luke Cage? Your will they, won't they kind of relationship with Marvel, and then come Christmas, you're gonna have Infinity War. So I can't figure you out.
I'm trying to figure out why cancel Luke Cage.
I swear the name of our episode should be confusion. I'm confused about Survivor Series. I'm confused about Joe. And I'm confused about Netflix and Marvel. This whole episode has been confusing.
It has been because, like,
y'all have made my head hurt.
I can't contemplate canceling Luke Cage. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. That made no sense. There was nothing wrong with that show. I mean, I can't see anything wrong with that show. It was even ratings wise, it was good. I don't see what was wrong with that show.
The numbers were not bad.
No, everybody was talking about it. Everybody talked about it.
I'm sure they wish they were making Stranger Things numbers, but still,
I mean, Stranger Things on another level. I mean, that's just.
That's a phenomenon. You can't compete with Stranger Things, and why would you want to?
Yeah, that's something completely different.
The main reason they said the main reason people bought Netflix was just to watch Stranger Things.
Yeah.
They didn't even give a shit about it. They just wanted to watch Stranger Things. But then there were Marvel fans who felt the same way. They bought Netflix because they wanted to see Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, all that stuff, and Punisher, you know?
Yeah, and like those are, like I said, I've enjoyed all of those series. I just, like I said, I think that Iron Fist it has some slow pace, some serious pacing issues, I'll say, but the payoffs were there. Like I said,
Payoffs were there, and I'm also giving Netflix no doubt because Castlevania is fantastic.
oh, that was great. I watched that whole
I've
thing.
enjoyed that.
I watched that whole second season. It was fantastic.
I mean, just phenomenal. Like, their animation stuff is just top notch. So, I'm praying they do right by Bebop. Please.
Yeah, I was, especially with the
Honestly,
way
the closest thing we've gotten to anything live action Cowboy Bebop related was that show that got canceled once. What was it called? Firefly.
Yeah, I can see
That's
that.
the closest we're gonna get.
Like I said, with that, like they're gonna give quality hopefully, and like I said with the animation, yeah, I mean, like I hope that I hope that Castlevania continues on and keeps channeling the video games as well as they have, because they went straight by the video game. There was so many characters on it, it was straight out of the video game.
See, that's why Netflix is really the only one that could have done that. You know, the other networks would have fucked it up.
Yeah, because they brought in the original soundtrack. That was great. Like, yeah, they brought.
So you can't. We have to have. There is a hope for Netflix to do this right, and I do believe that they can do it right. You know, it's okay to be skeptical. It's okay to be nervous, but don't automatically say it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
If any network can do it right, even close, even though they haven't passed out, because you can look at Death Note, is Netflix.
I'm hoping that the next Castlevania season, if not the third, but the fourth, if they get there, we'll do Symphony of the Night. We'll redo Symphony of the Night. I hope they do that.
One final thought. Have y'all ever seen that TV show Fresh Off the Boat?
No.
I hadn't seen that.
Are you familiar with it?
No, I heard about it.
I've heard of it.
You heard of it? If you've seen any clips, you know, like the lady who plays the mom?
No.
Have you seen okay, she's in this movie. Have you ever seen previews of that movie, Crazy Rich Asian?
No, it's kind of hitting this.
If you look at the preview, see the main girl. Tell me she could, when you see her, tell me she could be Faye Valentine.
Okay, we'll look for Faye.
I'll challenge you on that. Look for Crazy Rich Asians or the mom from Fresh Off the Boat and tell me she could be
Okay,
Faye Valentine.
the mom from Fresh Off the Boat. I will take a look at this.
Mom from Fresh Off the Boat. Her name's Constance Wu. Her real name's Constance Wu.
Constance
tell
Wu?
me she could be Faye Valentine.
Okay, Constance Wu. Okay, we'll take a look at this. Constance Wu. I'm curious.
Constance Wu.
Yeah, we're going to take a look. Hold on. Yeah, this is interesting.
I'm throwing my hat in there. I'm saying she can do it.
Are you serious?
Let me see that. What's her picture?
No.
No.
Well, maybe there, but they have to do the hair. The first picture, I think, with the thick makeup, and hold up, yeah.
What?
They have to give her a little bit of a breast enlargement, but yeah, and change the hair. They have to. They would definitely have to give her a breast, like a kind of somehow enlarge her breast, but.
I'll see.
They have things for that.
And then the hair would have to change, and they'd have to. I don't know. It would take some work.
Well, other than that, that's it for our show today, folks. I'd like to thank California Kid, The Pike. Please subscribe, like, and download from Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and Apple iTunes. Tell your friends, and we will see you later.
All right, guys. Peace out.